Hi, happy to see you. Crochet any interesting stuff lately? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this video. Allow me to teach you how to crochet lovely and cute stuffs. I have hundreds over videos, so do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. And today I'm gonna make a Christmas tree ornament using this. This is actually polypropylene yarn. This is lace yarn. I purposely chose two different shades of green so they can differentiate. I mean, you can see that, there are two shades of greens on the tree. You look lovely. And I also include some pearls. These pearls comes with holes. So I'm gonna put this pearl into the lace yarn before I start to crochet, and I'll be using a 4mm hole because I'm going to crochet these two together. I'm going to make these two yarn into one, make it like as if it's one yarn and crochet. So I'm going to use 4mm hole. Okay, now let the fun begin. Okay, now before I start to crochet, just let me show you how I'm going to add this pearl. This lace yarn, you get a needle, hopefully a very thin needle where your pearl can go through. I mean, the needle can go through the pearl, or you can go get pearls that are bigger hole and bigger pearls, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe they do have. So you just put it in and you just leave it in the yarn like this. So this, I did not cut the yarn, you just leave it here. So when I crochet, I need a pearl, I just pull up a pearl. So I do not know how many pearls I might need, so I will just put quite a number here. I mean, if you do not want to use, in the end you can just put it back, when you cut the yarn. Let's say you are done with the tree and you're going to cut the yarn, and you can just pull all this back in here. So it's better to make more than to make less. So it's best to put more pearls than to estimate roughly how many pearls you might need, because I'm not too sure. When I crochet, if I see like certain corner is quite bare, I will add a pearl. But if it's too congested, then I will not put too many pearls in one corner. So I do not really know how many pearls I need. And when you do it this way, you do not need to sew your pearl. I know there are some who do not like to sew. So if you make your Christmas tree and you don't do this, you would need to sew the pearl. Or you might need glue to glue it onto your tree. I do not like to use glue, so I'm gonna try out this time with crochet. I have never crocheted pearl. I mean, crochet with the pearl, along with the pearl, and this is my first time. Oh, there's always a first time. Wow, this is even enough to make a necklace. Maybe I'll just put a few more just in case. It's okay to put a few more because you wouldn't know how many you might need. You can do this as well, it's faster. One shot, put 4, 5, and then put it through. You can get these pearls online, they have measurement. But sometimes you might not know how thick is your needle, so even with that measurement, we would just make a wild guess, right? Because sometimes you just wouldn't know whether your needle can go through or not. Because if the hole is too big, or there's another way, if the yarn and the needle you couldn't go through, you can't do this, you can also use fishing rod. I mean, like those fishing string, those plastic nylon fishing rod, you can crochet, you can put this string of pearls, you can put it through that nylon string and you crochet together with that nylon string. But I'm not sure how it will look like because nylon is not exactly you know, it won't look exactly nice. Okay, I guess that's enough. It's just a small Christmas tree. So once I'm done, sorry for those sound that the pearl made. Okay, I just get rid of this. Oops, sorry. Ooh, my capybara. Okay, now I'm gonna do it together, crochet it together. So I'm gonna get most of it out first. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled. Okay, so I'm gonna do it this way. And you see I put it together. So you just pretend that this is actually one strand. You don't have to twist it, you just hold it together. And I'm going to use a 4mm hook so that it's easier to crochet because there's 2 strands here. First, I am going to make a knot. Okay, wait. Can you see this? Or should I change to another screen? Okay, let's try. Okay, you hang in there because there's too many colors at the back. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me change another angle. Okay, so now you're gonna put these 2 strands together, treat them like one, and I'm going to make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Okay, once you have a knot, you chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're gonna turn the work. I'm going to go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook, this is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. Go to the second stitch from the hook and I'm going to do single crochet. So this is 1 single crochet, and you go to the next stitch, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet. You should have 6 single crochet, but now I want to add a pole. Okay, now let me get my pole. You just pull up a pole, pull it to here, pull it as near to your hook as possible. It will be in the way, so be careful with all your stitches. 1, 2, 3, so this is 4. You make your stitch first, okay, and you pull this a bit so that this one is tight. I do not want it to dangle, you know, too loose, so pull this part, this lace yarn, before you continue to crochet. So so that this pearl is tight. So before you continue, you just take a look and see if it's tight. If it's dangling, you know, you can see the yarn, then you have to redo. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this pearl is actually up to you where you want to place your pearl. I'm going to place some over this side and some over this side. So when you hang this onto your tree and it turns, you find pearls on both surfaces. Wouldn't that be nice? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After you have 6 single crochet, I'm going to do 2 together here. You go into this next stitch, you pull up a yarn, and you go to the next stitch and pull up another yarn. Now you have 3 on your hook. You put through all 3. You hold the bottom here and pull, and it will go through smoothly because now you have 2 strands. So now I'm going to do another 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're gonna have 6 more, and I might add a pole. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add a pole. Let me get my pole. It's all lined up here waiting for me. This is a little bit tedious, but for those who do not like to sew, you can do this. 3, and then you make another single crochet. So before you put through the yarn, pull this lace yarn a bit so that this is sitting there nicely. Then you're gonna do another single crochet. Oops, I have one here already. I forgot. Just yarn over. Then you go to the next one. So you should have 6 of this single crochet. Oops. Make sure you yarn over all the both yarns. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, correct. So I have 13 here. You can put this randomly. You not necessarily have to follow me. You can put it in the middle or just randomly, just about anywhere. Let me push this far way back so that I have more yarns to work with. Okay, now you have to work this one. You have to work your way around here to hide it here later on with a needle or something. Okay, now you turn your work. I do not like to chain 1. I will go straight to this first stitch and do my first single crochet. So you pull a bit of this, go to this first stitch here. Oh, sorry. From now on, every time you turn your work, we are going to work only on that front loop, back loop. You see here there's a V shape here. This is the front loop. This is the back loop. The front and the back. The one facing us is the front. This facing us, and this is away from us. This is the back loop. So now I'm going to work on the back loop. You pull a bit of this. You go to this back loop. Make sure you take both strands. The lace yarn and the polypropylene yarn. you do a single crochet. So you should have 5 single crochet followed by a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have a decrease. Now if in case you might scared that you might miss it because of all the poles, busy putting on poles, you can add a marker. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after this, I am supposed to do a 2 together starting from here, just in case, because by the time I add pole, I will get carried away and I will forget. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do a decrease. These two, make these two become 1, is called a decrease. Then I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. From here to here, you should have 6. Most people would miss out this last stitch here. So be careful with this. So you make sure you have 6 after your decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So don't miss out this one. So now I'm going to add some poles as well. So I'll make sure there are poles over this side and over this side, so that when this ornament, when you hang it on a tree, you turn it around, you can still see holes on both sides. So it depends whether you're gonna hang this on a tree or you're going to stick this onto a wall. If you're going to stick this onto a wall, then you do not have to add pole at the back. I'm going to hang this somewhere, so when I hang this, I need pole at the back, so that when this turn, you can see poles on both sides. Okay, now you turn to the back, you go to that front loop, you do a single crochet. I think I'll add the pole here. I do not want it to clash with this pole. I should add a pole here. Steady that first. Okay, now let me continue. Pull this nicely. So I make 1 single crochet. Now I make my second single crochet on the back loop. Because I want the pole to face this side, I make sure I push it this side. Then pull this tight, and you have your second single crochet. Then the third one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. And this is the part where I have to do 2 together. Same thing, you go to the front loop, the back loop, pull up a yarn, go to the back loop, pull up a yarn, put all 3 together like this. And here you're gonna have 6 stitches. Same thing, go to the back stitch here, the back loop, you do a single crochet. So now depend whether you want your pearl to be here or here. So I think I want one in the middle, so at least it's like randomly here and there. Let me push all this to the back first. Push all that to the back. Make sure this is to the front, face the front. You go to the back loop here. You go to this, sorry, you go to this back loop here. And you do a single crochet. And again, my third single crochet. The fourth one, the fifth one, and the last one. So this row I should have 11 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oh sorry, I should have 12. Yes, this is row 2. I should have 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So randomly you will see poles here and poles here. Just hope it's tight enough and not dangling. Yep, I think it's tight enough. Okay, now I'm gonna turn the work. Before I do that, I would have to make sure my my yarn at the back does not go haywire. Let me sort out those at the back. Because as I turn and turn and turn, it gets tangled a bit. And I have to push all this away from me so that I have more yarn to work with. Okay, now let's carry on with the next row. This is row 1, row 2, and now we go to row 3. I'm gonna turn the work. Same thing, I'm going to go to the back, sorry, I'm going to go to the back stitch. I'm not going to chain one, I'm going to go straight to this back loop here and do a single crochet. And depend where you want your pole to be, because there's already 2 here. Maybe I'll put 1 here. I mean, this is up to you. So I should have 5 single crochet followed by a decrease and then 5 single crochet. So now I should have 1 2 3 4 5, and my decrease starts from here. Decrease means 2 together. I'm going to make these 2 become 1, and then 1 2 3 4 5. So you should have 5 decrease 5. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. I hope you can see the 5th one because it's quite near the pole. Then since I'm going to do a 2 together, let me do the 2 together first before I add a pole. Or you can just don't add a pole on this row. I'm going to go to this next stitch here, pull up a loop, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, put through all 3. Now I'm going to add a pole. Oops, where's my pole? Okay, got tangled a bit. Let's see. Okay. So push the pole to the front because I want this pole to be in front here. Go to the back loop, pull up a loop before you start to crochet. Give this lace yarn a pull so that this pole is tight enough. So this is my, oops, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3, 4, and 5, just because there's a pole here, so you have to remember your stitches. So this row you should have 11 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you do not have 11, means we have missed out 1 stitch. Okay, now the next stitch. Next stitch, you're gonna turn your work. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one here, this particular one here, these 2 will be a 2 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, and then 2 together, and then 5. So if you didn't catch the pattern, you can go to the written pattern in the description box. Okay, this row I don't think I'm gonna add any pole because it's kind of near, and I already have pole here, so maybe I'll just skip 1 row of pole. Oh yeah, maybe I can add 1 here. Let's see. Okay, now just turn your work, go to this first stitch, always work on the back loop, pull up a yarn, put through 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you do a 2 together. You can take a look at the written pattern and you will understand how this goes. Like when is it 4, when is it 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's always 1 5, 1 hidden here. Oops, let me get that. There, maybe here I have pole, here I don't have pole. And maybe the next row I'm gonna add pole. So it's your choice when you're gonna add pole. So this row I should have 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This last one is a 10. And now you're gonna turn your work and go to the next row. So next row, same thing. Next row I'm going to do, because you have 10, so I'm going to do 4 of this and a 2 together and then a 4 of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This part will be a 2 together. These 2 will be a 2 together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one hidden here. So now maybe I should add a pole. So this is, oops, let me get that again. You pull this nicely. Pull this up right first. Go to this front loop, pull up a loop and make your first single crochet. And then one more single crochet. And let me get a pole. You should turn this a bit so that it won't get tangled, and it's easier to pull up a pole. Once you pull up a pole, oops, this is in the way. So you're gonna pull up a pole, but this pole I want it to be in the front here. So you go to the next stitch. Wait, let me get that stitch. You just push the pole to the front. I already did 2 stitch, so let go of this, pull on this lace yarn so that the pole is tight enough. You check and see if the pole is tight, then you yarn over all. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you do a 2 together. And go through, pull up a loop, put in the next back loop, pull up another loop, and you put through. And here you should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if you need more poles. 1, 2. Maybe I'll add a pole here. Turn this around a bit. Then you pull up, pull a pole. Push it to the front. Then I did 2 stitch. So now this is the 3rd stitch. So before you yarn over, pull a bit on this lace yarn so that this pole is not moving. It does not dangle. And the 4th one. Oops. There. And you should have 9 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, here. This is the last one. This is always the hidden one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 9 stitches in this row. Next, I'm going to go to row 6. You you're gonna turn your work. Row 6, you're gonna do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to do a 2 together, these 2, and you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the purl is up to you how you want to add your purl. Okay, so I just let you know this row is 1, 2, 3, 2 together, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see, I should add a purl here, but this is a 2 together. Let's see, maybe I can do that. Let's give it a try. Okay, make sure this yarn is pulled tight. Oops. You turn your work, pull this a bit, go to this first stitch here, the back loop of this first stitch, and make a single crochet. And the second one, then the third one. Oops. I mean, if you're sewing your purl, of course it's way easier because you can do this Christmas tree in no time, and you just take a needle and sew your purl. But chances of you able to see that stitch is kind of high, so up to you. You can do this or this. Okay. Now let me get a purl. I'm gonna challenge myself to do a purl on the 2 together. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. It's gonna be a 2 together here. I'm going to go in here, pull up the loop, put my purl here in front, go in one more loop, wait, push the purl to the front first. Oops, this is absolutely not easy. Oops, and go to that back loop stitch. Wait, let me hold the purl here first. Let me hold it here first. Then I find that back loop. Okay, and before I yarn over, I give this lace yarn a pull so that I make sure this purl is tight. You pull up a loop. Remember, this is a 2 together. Make sure your purl is not that loose. Give it a tuck. Give it a pull again, just in case. Now put through all 3. Whew, I made it. And then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 more stitch left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Isn't this lovely? I think this side is nice. Oh, this is a little bit too loose, but I hope it doesn't show. Let me give it a tuck. Okay. See, sometimes when you move this about, see, it's tight again. This side got more pulls. This side has less pulls. And maybe I should add pulses now. No, it's okay. Let's go to the next row. And this row you should have 8 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. There's always this 8 that is hidden here. This last one here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and this is row 6. Let me sort out the back here first before I continue. Okay, now this row, we have you know, the previous row we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? We have 8, then we turn the work. So now this row 7, we're going to do 1 2 3 single crochet, followed by a 2 together here. 1 2 3, these 2 become 1, and then 1 2 3, and looks like I need to add a purl at the 2 together spot again. Okay, let's do this. Okay, you give this a pull it higher a bit. Go to that first stitch, because I'm not going to chain one. You just go to that back loop. Oops, let me see. Let me do that again. Single crochet, oops, 2 single crochet, and 3 single crochet, followed by a 2 together. Remember, this is a 2 together, so now I can remove my marker. 2 together. Wait, let me give this a turn so that it won't get tangled, and pull up a pole. Pull up a pole. Make sure that pole stays in front like this. Pull up, and you use your finger to hold it down. Sorry, did I went off screen? To hold it down, and then you go to that back loop. Go to that back loop if you can find it. Wait, before you do anything, give this lace yarn a pull to make sure this purl is tight enough, and you pull up a loop. So now you have 3 on your hook, and you make sure this purl is tight enough, and you put through all 3, and now you have 3 more. 1 2, oops, and 3. Oops. And 3. So this row, you're gonna have 7 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Then we're gonna turn the work. Oh, we have small poles here. How could I? It's okay. I didn't realize. Oops, it came off. Let me do that again. Later when you hide this along here, it's not gonna be easy. You have to use 2 different needles. I'm not sure tapestry needle can do the work or not. You just try and hide as much as you can before you cut it, so that you won't see it kind of dangling here. Because if you cut until here, obviously this will come off. Okay, now gonna turn the work. You're gonna have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So now I'm going to do 2 single crochet followed by a 2 together, and then 1 2 3. Let me do 2 first. Okay, this is 1. I think it's time to add a pole. You just add 1 pole here. Make sure the pole is in front. And 2. Oops. Pull up a loop before you yarn over. Just give this a pull so that this pole is tight enough. I should give this a pull as well. Okay. So 1 2. I got 2 stitches here, 1 and 2, and I'm going to do my 2 together, and it's not going to interfere with any pole. Pull up a loop, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, and you have a 2 together. So after these 2 together, you still have 3 more stitches. If you want, you can add 1 more pole. Let's see. Well, I think really look too much here. Yeah, maybe I won't. 1 2 and 3. The 3 is always the hidden one inside here. So this side looks like this, and this side looks like this. Well, it still looks nice. Next, which means now you have 6 stitches here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now we're going to go to the next row. Turn your work. Let's see, should I add 1 pole here? Maybe I should. Let me do the first stitch first. Go to the back loop, make a single crochet. This row, we're gonna do 2 single crochet followed by a 2 together. These 2, and then 2 single crochet. So I've made 1. I'll go get a pole. Oops, it got tangled up. Go get a pole. We are almost there. You get a pole. Make the pole come to the front. Oops. Yarn over. Sorry, before you yarn over, give this lace yarn a pull so that the pole is tight enough. 1 2. Okay, and let's do a 2 together. Yarn over, do a 2 together. Then go to the back loop, 1 single crochet, another 1 here. So here we should have 1 2 3 4 5 stitches. And let me sort this out just in case. We get this pearl as far away as I can. We're almost there. So now I'm gonna turn the work. Maybe I would add a pearl in the next row. Maybe I add one here, not too sure. Okay, here I'm going to, because now there's 5 stitch left, so I'm going to make 1 single crochet followed by a 2 together, and then 1 2, 1 single crochet, 2 together, and then 2 more stitch. If you're lost, you can just take a look at the written pattern in the description box below. Okay, this is 1 single crochet, then I'm going to do a 2 together. You think I should add 1 more pearl? Yeah, maybe, because there's too many this side. Let me add 1 more here to balance things out, like this. Okay, add a pearl. Go to this stitch, give this a pull, and do a single crochet, and another, oops, another, whoosh, another single crochet. And now you have 4 more stitch left. 1 2 3 4. I don't think I would need any pearl anymore. Oh, this side looks like this, and this side looks like this. Both has its beauty, I suppose. Still looks nice. I mean, if you make quite a few of these when it's turning around the tree, or if you hang it somewhere where it turns, I don't think it's obvious that, you know, that the front and the back is different. So from here on, I'm not going to put any more pearls because the number of stitches here is not enough. So here you have 4 stitches. You're going to turn the work. You're going to do 1 single crochet on the back loop. Then you're going to do 2 together, you know, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and you will have 1 more, oops, a hidden stitch here. You will have 1 more single crochet here on this last stitch. And let me sort this out first. It's kind of in a way. Okay, we're almost at the tip. You have 3 stitches here, and now you turn your work. You're gonna do 1 single crochet here on the back loop, and you're going to go to the back loop and do a 2 together. You pull up a loop, and you pull up a loop from here. Oops. Let me get that out because it's kind of hidden. Okay, I got it out. If you're doing with cotton yarn or just 1 strand, it's easier, but now I have to make sure I have both of this. So here you have 2 stitch. You turn your work, and you just do a 2 together. You pull up a loop. Oh, this is gonna be tough because this last one here is kind of hidden. Come on out. Over here. Okay, we pull up a loop, pull up a loop. Whoosh, This is the last stitch, and we put through all, and you have yourself a Christmas tree. Okay, now here you chain 1, and this part here you can either make a chain to tie to your tree, or you can use you can do something like this so that you can hang it onto your tree, or if you have a ribbon or something like that, you can still hook it onto a keychain. Okay, I make a loop like this, depending how big you want this to be, how you want to hang, and you do a slip stitch onto that first stitch and make 1 chain, and you pull tight this end here. Make sure this is long enough, and I'm gonna cut the yarn. So this part here, I would need 2 types of needle. I would need this needle and this needle to make it go through here a bit before I really cut the yarn. If you're gonna cut it here, this is gonna come off easily. And let me just tuck it in nicely, and I'll come back to you. This is how the final thing look like. It does look like a bell as well. So you can actually treat this like a bell or a Christmas tree. So hope you like this pattern as much as I do. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post.